Welcome back. Hottest show in the galaxy. It's the Karen Hunter Show. We're here on Sirius XM Urban View Channel 126. Sherri Shepherd is in the house. I'm just going to be unorthodox and introduce her. Sherri Shepherd, she needs no introduction. I don't need to even look at my sheet because it's Sherri Shepherd. That's all you need to know. In the hizzy.
Hey.
Look,
Karen.
Look
You
at
look so pretty.
Look at you. I'm so distracted right now. I'm going to do this. Here's what I'm going to do.
I can't look at me. I'm looking at you.
Okay, I'm looking at you.
You're so pretty.
And you're pretty too.
I like your hair.
Oh,
You have
thank
a pretty face.
Well, that's my daddy and my mother. And I'm the gentle blend of both of them. So, no, who can take credit for how they look? Do you know what I'm saying?
I like that you say a gentle blend because some people have very aggressive faces. And you're a gentle blend.
I look just like both of them. And the older I get, the more I look in the mirror and I'm like, there's my mother.
There was a girl named Tammy Luz Vardy who used to beat me up all the time in school. And I remember her mom was Asian and her dad was black. Now, you would think, oh, my gosh, she got the worst of both of them. Woo! And she used to beat me up every day.
She was just angry.
Oh, she was just mad.
Because she was supposed to be fun.
Like, she was supposed to be fun. She was supposed to look like that lady on Soul Train, that Soul Train dancer.
That one? Yes.
You
remember her from back?
I do. She with the long hair.
Yes.
Girl, her hair wouldn't grow to save your life. Everything was wrong.
So she got the worst of both.
She got the worst of both.
That happens sometimes.
Tammy. I wonder whatever happened to her.
Pretty people should not have babies together.
Some pretty people, though. They
name two gorgeous people whose kids look good.
Two gorgeous people whose children look good?
Their children are...
Nicole and Boris got their kids. I was just thinking, Nicole and Boris.
Can I say something?
Uh-huh.
Boris is fine. She's all right.
No. Have you been up close to Nicole Parker?
But I'm just saying.
Okay, then I have to tell you. Nicole may be one of them ones that on TV you think, she's stunning.
Let me look at their kids. Which one? Which ex-husband?
The boxer dude.
The white one?
Yeah. Well, she ain't.
You think Nyla is gorgeous? As gorgeous as her mother?
Cute.
You think she's gonna be better looking than her mother? I'm saying
I think she's gonna be pretty.
Like
gorgeous.
I think those recessive genes.
Zoe Kravitz is really pretty, and she had. See,
she does not look as good as either one of her parents, though.
Well, that wasn't the thing.
Question.
That wasn't the question. Who looks as good as their parents? You said pretty people should not have babies.
Right, because the kids
now I think that babies that are really ugly are gonna grow up to be beautiful.
That could
happen.
Like
if you have a really ugly baby, never fear, they're gonna be fine.
We shouldn't even be talking about people's children like this.
You are.
Oh, that's right. That's why I don't have any. No, my father used to say that you should never have children. All right, and I'm not. So there you go. And I'm gonna talk about everybody's kids. All right, Sherri Shepherd's in the house.
Hey, girl.
You can follow her at Sherri with an I, E Shepherd. What's the E for?
Yvonne. Sherri Yvonne Shepherd.
Oh,
my middle name.
It's a pretty name.
Thank you.
So, heart health. Super important. I want to deal with what you're here to do because we could sit here and chit chat all day. And we're going to get into some other topics because I got you for a minute. But talk to us about Going Red.
They asked me to be a part of this. It was the Go Red for Women. And it's about cardiovascular disease and how heart attacks and strokes, it's the number one killer in the community. Now let's get to Black folks. It's the number one killer in the African American community. And if you're diabetic, which a lot of us are, you got a 1 in 4 chance of having a heart attack or a stroke. And I have lost my mom at 41 to diabetic complications.
Mother was 41?
My mother was 41 years old. She had a stroke and diabetes, and she passed away. My auntie, we just lost her last year, diabetic. Had in my and they're in heaven. It's all good. They're over in heaven playing with each other, playing bid whist. My grandmother and my grandfather. All heart attacks and strokes. My dad had a
diabetes?
Stroke. They had diabetes, yeah. And it just runs in my family. And so if I can use that platform to say, come on, my sisters, you do everything for everybody and you put your health on the back shelf. And they did a survey, which is like over 50% of Black women feel heart attack and a stroke is not a priority with their health. This is a study they did. Like, you got to sit down and take care of you and say, what does my heart look like? And so I really wanted to, in a fun environment where we put on pretty dresses, but we still called attention to it.
So how's your diabetes?
My diabetes, oh my goodness, they're pre-diabetic level. Because I've been off sugar for 340-something days.
You still not doing it?
I'm still not doing sugar. No.
So it becomes easy after a while, easier.
Karen, I wouldn't say that it becomes easier. It's just that I want to live. When your son says to you as you eating a candy bar, Mommy, if you die, who's going to be my bodyguard? And I said, what? Because I was irritated and my numbing process had started. I was numbing out and was about ready to
drug
go.
of choice.
That was my drug of choice.
Candy bar.
And I said, what? And he said, if you die, who's going to take care of me? And I have a son that was born in 5 months, 5.5 months, pound 10 ounces. He says he doesn't have special needs. He's got unique challenges. He's got therapy, counselors, brain mapping, all this other stuff that I got to pay for. And I said, if something happens to me, I had this vision of the doctor saying it is incurable and you have so many months to live. This was a vision I had. And me thinking, what if I had changed this? And it was like God was saying, you don't have to think that. You can do it now. And I said, this is in my control. I'm eating cheesecake out the garbage can. I'm eating pink berries 6 times a day. I was using 66 packets of Splenda a day. 66, because I would go to McDonald's and get those large iced teas, the unsweetened, and I would put 22 packets of Splenda within the iced tea, so because I wanted it to taste like sweet tea. And so I was ingesting 66 packets. I was addicted to sugar, so that's why I chose it. I was like, it's got to go. And so it has been 340 days. Is it easier? It's a little bit easier, but sometimes. I was in the hotel room the other day, and I was sitting there, and I wanted to. You gotta walk out the room, girl.
Go.
we had a phone, but I was in the hotel the other day, and I was fiending for sugar. I needed a cookie, a cheesecake, something. And I said, Sherri, how you gonna feel if you eat it? I'm gonna feel shame. I'm gonna feel guilt. And do you want to feel those? No, I don't. Then the answer is no. And then I was like, but then if I get a salad, but there's in the dressing is gonna be sugar. And basically, I had to treat my body like it was a little I was pouting, having a I popped myself on the arm and said, go to bed. No, the answer is no. Was it easy?
You parented yourself.
I had to parent myself, and I had to get in the bed mad because I wanted, and you got that thing, the incidentals, you open up that little cabinet.
They got
had
everything.
They had M&Ms and Almond Joys and Reese's Cups, and I was like, I want that. And it was just like, no. And I went to bed, and I was so glad I woke up the next morning. And I was.
You were okay? You didn't
I went to kickboxing. I denied myself.
You look amazing.
But can I say? And I'm not preaching.
Amazing.
I'm not preaching to anybody.
No, you should preach.
Sugar. They show that sugar is more addictive than cocaine, and that's why I think people go through it when they go, I can't do it. The withdrawals are so severe. 3 weeks, I literally was in a fetal position, curled up. I couldn't even think straight. But it has changed my life in terms of my mental focus. I've been up since 1 this morning. I've had no sleep. But my energy level, the way I hear from God, I just realized God sounds like Barry White. Like I never heard that before. But what I'm hearing from him, the ideas that I'm going to my team with, the things that I want to do, I've been trying to pitch a talk show for years. Everybody been saying no. And it's like I'm so clear about the kind of talk show I want. I'm just clear-headed. Opportunities are coming my way, and I know it's because sugar is not in my life on top of my face. It's not a mask. I'm not in a fog anymore. I was in a fog all the time eating that sugar. I'm eating out the garbage can.
Yeah, no,
What is
that's
that?
not. That's
That's
not
how
normal.
addicted I was.